We're back after what was supposed to be a 2-week break. It's 3 now. No, it's supposed to be 2 weeks. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we're back.
We're back.
We're talking.
back.
We're gonna talk about Zombieland. But we got some stuff to get out of the way first. One, we're thirsty.
Okay. I'm parched.
Okay, first.
Two's gonna come after.
Number 2.
Drink.
We got a topic of the week.
Yeah, I figured we get the drinks out.
I have types of bags.
Oh no.
Okay.
There's a lot of types of bags. One type of bag is a cooler bag.
I like the transition.
Okay.
A nice cooler bag.
Oh.
Right there.
American Red Cross.
Look at that.
Hero
for baby's blood donor.
I like that bag.
You know, I left my house
That's a nice bag.
and I didn't want these drinks in my hot car for a long time.
Right.
I want them nice and cold for us.
Right. It's a good idea.
I feel like I'm on Shark Tank.
Smart.
I'm thinking about what it could be. That they gotta drink ice cold.
It doesn't have to be cold. I still want. This is
It
awkward.
better be a cotton candy soda.
Go back to what you
Stop.
went and then
Yeah, you gotta
finagle it. Look at that.
Well, no drinks this week,
A
guys.
struggle.
drinking Mike and Ike.
Another nylon.
We have some like cotton candy Mike and Ike's exclusive.
Very good.
Very good.
Oh my god. There we go. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Here we are.
Oh, we might need some napkins. Maybe it might be a little
no.
wet.
Turn some glass.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Root beer.
Frankie's.
Frankie's?
There's a dog in a top hat.
From the Frankenmuth Brewery.
Oh.
All the way from Michigan.
Wow.
Wow.
Never heard of this.
All the way from Michigan, you say?
Frankenmuth, Michigan.
Ooh, nice and cold. The bag works.
I would read the entire
You
paragraph
can
on the
see
side.
there's a
Jack, I don't know
there's
how
a
cold
dog.
yours is. Yours was on top. There
Ice
is
cold.
one ice cold.
Mine
It's
is
cold.
Mine is ice cold.
There's a huge.
There is
paragraph on
one
the
more in here.
Definitely need bottle openers for this.
What's
Oh,
Michigan beet sugar?
Does it need bottle openers?
Yeah, I don't think it's a
about
12.
We can have our production assistant John bring it down.
Oh, yeah.
If you want one, there's one for him. If you want to.
Not twist off?
No,
No.
definitely not. Well, since we're waiting, years ago, Frankenmuth Brewery was known not only for its beer, but also its
Beer.
purebred,
I've texted our PA.
the Shuns.
Sashons.
Sashons. Tired of caring for the prized wiener dogs,
Mm-hmm.
the brewmeister decided to come up with an incentive for a local boy to care for the pedigreed pups. Authentic, fresh brewed root beer. Whether the brew is named after the boy, the dogs, or the brewmeister's favorite dish remains a heated debate to this day.
He's not getting back to me. I'm just gonna go get a bottle.
Interesting.
Interesting for sure.
Watching us work this out in real time.
Interesting for
Okay,
sure.
ingredients. First, carbonated water. Second, Michigan beet sugar.
I just asked what.
Oh,
That's what I literally just like. What's Michigan beet sugar?
Pure vanilla.
Natural and artificial flavors.
Okay.
Maltodextrin.
So that was
Glycol.
10 cents. Not
Oh
bad.
yeah,
It contains sulfites. If that's okay with you guys.
That's just fine with me.
Look at this. We got one.
I have not tried it.
A disconcerting amount of no red bull.
Gonna sound
Where has a good smell? Pat, you've tried this?
I have not tried it.
Wait, we gotta get a clink.
We do.
Oh, that's fine.
I did take a sip. I got to eat.
Sorry.
All right, we can still get a clink. All right.
Clink it off, boys.
Oh,
A little bit of
all over the mic.
Cheers, boys.
Gotta get a paper towel.
Oh, the spillage.
Ooh.
That's good.
That's a good root beer.
Rich, smooth, delicious.
All right, types of bags. Here, I got an idea. Why don't we start with Pat, name one, all the way down to Jack, and we'll
Go
snake
until we
it.
Can't remember.
Or until it feels like it's bad.
That's a nice, like a nice duffel bag.
Ooh,
Okay.
duffel bag's good. I'm gonna say book bag.
Plastic bag.
Say drawstring bag.
Ooh, Wegman shopping bag.
Okay.
Ooh, like a nice reusable one.
Yeah,
this
so
one
now,
is
you
shopping
go
bag.
again, and we're gonna go back to Pat.
Oh, go again.
Snake.
Bags. What do we got for bags? Like
Pat, can I
part
see that
2
paper
Jason bag, like those,
towel? Like a potato
yeah,
sack.
potato sack
there you
bag.
go.
Yeah.
A hockey bag.
Okay.
Ooh.
Bag. A sack with a $sign on it, or would that be like a potato sack kind of?
A money bag?
Yeah,
Money bag.
I guess that
money bag,
counts.
yo.
I'm gonna go handbag. Like
Ooh,
a nice,
nice
purse.
Nice purse.
A nice purse. A
Okay.
handbag.
I wish I thought of that.
A nice like sandwich / Ziploc bag.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, that's like
That's a lot of
What
bags.
about like a fanny pack? Is that a bag?
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah,
count.
it's a form of
Fanny
bag.
That'll count as a bag.
A laptop bag.
Laptop
carrier,
bag, carrier.
case.
Oh,
Carrier
yeah.
bag.
A
Are those
briefcase?
bags?
A briefcase.
Briefcase.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a bag.
briefcase.
It's the same thing like a
Ooh.
purse.
It closes.
I think it might have to be like flimsy material to be a bag. I don't know the definition of a bag.
Well, what about a backpack?
And backpacks, like, but a briefcase
It's like-
is like.
A briefcase is like a backpack that you carry.
Like hard
We're
case
talking
though
like solid
versus
versus like.
canvas.
Yeah.
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 But
I know
I'd-
you're saying
I'd count a suitcase personally or a briefcase.
as a bag.
Like a briefcase.
Oh,
is a
suitcase.
bag.
That's a.
Suitcase
I would
is
say
a
it's
bag.
a bag.
But I think briefcase.
Yeah, I'll
That could be
Well, it's not
considered a
briefcase.
bag.
Hmm.
Like maybe like a travel bag. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you could use any of the other previous bags for the same
Yeah. travel
purpose
bag.
at this point.
Yeah. Like one of those little ones that
Mm.
you know you have all your stuff in.
Black bag, like the Steven Soderbergh movie.
Camel
It's like a
packs,
safety word.
water bags.
Here's how I'll transition
Yeah.
this.
I do have a bag. I thought of one.
Okay.
They have like filtered bags. So like
Mhm.
I see them a lot. They're huge. If you're in the wild, you like fill it with water, and you have to let it like hang from a tree and it
Mhm.
filters all the water out. That's the type
Uh-huh.
of bag I got.
Those are sick.
Water bag.
Well, you know who's carrying around a bag? Tallahassee in his Cadillac. Ain't nothing back there except my duffel bag.
Mhm.
And
That's
that's
what
we started off with.
that's a gun
That's that
bag.
duffel bag. Thank God for rednecks.
Tallahassee.
If you were to be named after a state capital, what would you take to join the crew here?
Oh
We just go Albany.
no, that's terrible.
And that's probably the worst you could choose.
Yeah, Albany. Yeah, Albany's.
Sacramento.
I'm gonna say like Denver.
Denver.
Denver or
That's a
maybe
good one.
Pierre, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Can't think of any.
I could not tell you like 5 capitals off the top of my head.
Not good. World.
Albany, Sacramento.
Well, I didn't even know Sacramento was the capital.
Bismarck.
Pierre.
Bismarck, ND, Pierre, Tallahassee. I mean,
Columbus.
you've got 4 in the movie right here. You would
Yeah.
just need one more. Columbus, Tallahassee, Wichita, Little Rock.
I don't know if it's Wichita.
Is that not the capital of Kansas?
I think it's Topeka.
Oh,
I'm not
shit.
sure.
Topeka.
Topeka is like the center
I
of the
don't know.
United States, right?
Well,
It's,
Yeah.
I think
Like geographically.
Topeka. I think in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, there's an episode where they talk about that.
Topeka.
The dude, the blue guy, he's like, it's hot
Blue.
in Topeka.
Shout out
great
Topeka.
show.
I've
Probably
never
still
heard about that.
zombies in Topeka.
Yeah.
You know what? Wouldn't you think the capital of Pennsylvania would be Philadelphia, given its rich history and American culture and its fucking Harrisburg?
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like Albany. It's like
I don't even know what Harrisburg is.
Yeah, why is Albany?
I don't know.
this is your first time
Don't
to
feel
Harrisburg,
bad.
Pennsylvania.
Don't feel bad. I don't know what it is.
You've admitted some crazy stuff in the last couple of minutes.
I'm on the same page. I don't
I got no business knowing what that is.
I don't care about that shit.
One of these days,
What is it? What is it?
One of these days, zombies are going to
Nothing.
break out, and the only safe haven will be
It's
Harrisburg,
gonna be-
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to have
Pat's
spot.
Pat's getting eaten.
Well, all right.
Not unless you follow a strict rule set, though.
Yeah,
Such as
exactly.
cardio,
Mhm.
beware of bathrooms, double tap of course.
Maybe before we get into the movie,
Enjoy the
let's
little
have some
things.
zombie talk.
I love zombies.
I love
Zombie
You like a
apocalypse
zombie?
breaks out. What are you guys doing
I think
in a
zombies-
zombie apocalypse?
Zombies are a type of. What am I doing in zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Killing
It-
myself, honestly.
It depends.
Ooh, I got a good
Are you
question.
sticking with a group of people? Are you
I'd
going
like-
by yourself?
A group of people, preferably.
I have a good question.
I was watching this last night, and I've also just seen Danny Boyle's 28 Years Later, and that had me thinking, like, are worlds like this really worth living in? If your only goal is just like, I gotta survive until tomorrow, like,
I think
with
going.
nothing else to live for, is this really?
Well,
is
that's
this
a-
worth it?
That's a good question. That's a good question. My follow-up question: which zombies would you rather face? 28 years later, Zombieland, or World War Z?
Absolutely
Zombie
not
Land.
World War Z.
Aren't they all kind of the same? Like,
World War Z.
I
World
guess-
War Z, you're done.
I have
You
seen
might as well
World War
not
Z
even
before.
try.
That's just how it is.
It's
Like,
not
the,
even fair.
The 28 Days Later in Zombieland feel kind of maybe they're a little more angry in the 28 Years films or 28 Days or whatever because they've got the UK rage virus.
Very recent
Or you
too.
could say Zombieland
I
or
feel like
Walking Dead.
Zombieland and
I've never seen a single episode.
Honestly,
of Walking Dead.
like the zombies in 28 years in Zombieland are. Have you seen 28 years?
I didn't see 28 years. I've seen
Days.
28 days.
So like, I guess it's not really a spoiler, but like,
Are they
they're
like the
ve-
same
they're
zombies
pretty
though?
much the exact same because if you think like not, I guess not until Zombieland 2 you don't get those like alpha type. You know what I'm talking about?
Alpha.
Oh,
Well,
it's
like,
zombies.
most of the zombies are just zombies until like you get those type that are like
Yeah. Every zombie in World War Z is an alpha zombie.
yeah.
Resident Evil.
One is
Resident
an
Evil.
actual terrorist
Fantastic.
and
Awesome
hitches
zombies.
itself on
Like,
a.
I honestly would say the
on a
28
jumbo
years
jet.
I don't have much. I haven't seen World War Z.
What movie has the best zombies though? Like,
What's the
your
Mount
favorite?
Rushmore of zombies?
That's what. Yeah.
See, I don't have a wide enough
all zombies
knowledge of
like,
Zombs.
Of
different
course,
zombies.
you have to do Call of Duty zombies.
I mean, that'd
That's
probably
not
be
the
my
Mount
number
Rushmore.
one.
Yeah. Like you're talking just black ops.
Just any type of zombie. Just
Okay.
Call of Duty.
How about like
Probably-
Nazi zombies? Those not
Yeah,
Nazi
Nazi zombies
Yeah.
are sick.
Sick. They haven't go on the Mount Rushmore. Nazi zombies. That's awesome.
Easy number one.
Easy number one.
Number two.
Video game.
World War Z because they're sick. They
'Cause
can jump.
They
Left
can
4 Dead
jump, they can
zombies. Just Left 4 Dead
climb on
2.
each other.
Left 4 Dead 2.
I think has to go on there as well because that's separate.
4. I don't know. I'm in between like Zombieland and Minecraft.
Oh,
Minecraft
Minecraft zombies. I didn't even think of that. I
You
think
might
that's
also
got.
they're a lot more standard and boring, but you also might have to shout out like Night of the Living Dead, like
Yeah.
George
Yeah.
Romero,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's true.
Yeah.
a nice Halloween costume. It's a
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Are we counting that as a zombie?
I would. Now I'm not saying it goes on the Mount Rushmore, but in discussion.
If they're not flesh eaters, they're not on my Mount Rushmore.
Have any of you ever been a zombie for Halloween? I know you have,
I
right?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
know you have.
I
Remember,
don't.
I dipped my hand in red paint and like put a handprint on my face.
That's metal.
And I used to have like it looked like a skull and it had like a mohawk on top. So I
think I had
a
the
zombie
same. I had
with
the same one. I had like a mohawk.
I had two. There was one with an actual mohawk and one that had a bone mohawk.
I had the bone.
So-
mohawk.
The
Was
bone
it? Was it
mohawk.
just like the?
It was just like the
Yeah,
top of the head.
I had that one. That's the one.
The zombie caps.
And when I took it off, the mohawk was all like lopsided. I like took it out of the package.
Rob Zombie.
Oh,
Dracula.
There's another one, yeah.
I don't know if there's a.
I'd probably go. Just my two favorites probably would just be COD and
You're a Walking
Walking
Dead.
Walking Dead. Yeah, that's it.
Walking Dead zombies are so like easy though.
yeah.
They-
If you couldn't survive in The Walking Dead,
I didn't realize all these
It's kind of
different.
like that's just like I find them to be the most realistic.
yeah. I can
Not
see
that zombies would ever be real, but it's just like straight
Slow,
up, like
yeah.
slow,
like
yeah.
walking into a chain fence
Mhm.
versus World War
Like
Z,
they're
where they
stupid.
front flip
They
over
can
it.
open doorknob and shit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
I don't even know like what I would do initially. in
No,
zombie
but those are
apocalypse.
I think
What's the first
the
thing I would
best
do?
idea, get to an island.
Yeah.
I think that's the safest place to
I mean,
go.
Zombies can't swim according to the movies.
like are the World War Z zombies? Are they like? Are those people dead or are they just like diseased?
I'm
You know what I'm
on.
saying?
I'm unsure because they
You know what
get
I'm
bitten
saying?
and they turn.
Yeah, what is the
Yeah.
definition of a zombie?
That because like when I think of zombie, I think undead, like a Walking Dead
living
zombie.
Like a
undead.
living
Well,
dead.
like when I think of like
Yeah, but then you get to like 28 days later, and it's people with a virus.
with the virus
yeah, right,
as well.
yeah. It's like are they?
I guess
dead?
it's a loose definition. You just know one when you see one.
Like, are their
Right.
hands popping out of the graves and like,
Like,
or
what-
are they? Just,
I wonder
like,
what the
Well,
you and me?
a lot of
dictionary
them aren't
definition of a
engraved
zombie
in the first
is.
place.
Everyone has to have
Oh,
their
Plants
zombie.
versus Zombies.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh, how could we ever forget?
Oh man.
Call of Mini Zombies. I don't know if anyone's ever played that.
So
Just play that on the Kindle.
I guess the
Kindle Fire.
technical definition of zombie is a corpse said to be revived by witchcraft, especially in certain African and Caribbean religions.
Let's try and create the
Oh.
ritual.
So there are real zombies.
So, like, is a vampire a zombie? A type of zombie?
No, that's a vampire.
monster. I think that they're all categories of like monsters.
Yeah.
and they're all just
like
monsters.
mummies are
monsters.
zombies, just wrapped in
Yeah.
toilet
Right.
paper.
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
they're
Yeah,
zombies.
yeah.
Technically, it's
Right?
just called a mummy. It's like a different form of zombie, like alpha, mummy,
Mummies are
Emotep.
types of zombies.
like
Are there any zombie movies? Like I feel like zombie movies, anything zombies always like
Train to Busan is a great
pops.
zombie movie.
Like I feel like anything with a zombie, like
What do you
is there
mean?
anything with a zombie like that nobody doesn't like. And I feel like they always do good. And zombie
Well,
things.
There's a certain built-in audience for stuff like it generally.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's not like everything that's made about zombies that
I
usually
feel
gets
like
a
there
high.
aren't that many. There aren't as many zombie movies as you might think, mostly because I feel like The Walking Dead kind of ate the genre's lunch.
Yeah.
Like right around the time this movie comes out, which is successful and everything, but I think this is when season 1 of The Walking Dead comes on, and I feel like that is what led like the zombie craze of the late
Yeah,
aughts
but
to
still,
the
I
early
feel like
10s.
anything zombie related, people still. I think no matter what it is, I think feel like
I'm a zombie enjoyer.
Yeah.
Like a
I
zombie.
like a good zombie.
I like a good zombie.
Yeah, if you put in the effort, sure.
Phil, I know you have the
But
quick lore on this. The episode where SpongeBob yells, "Ah, it's a zombie!"
Would that be when they kill the health inspector?
That is the health inspector.
Yeah.
"Ah, zombie!"
Nasty Patty.
Nasty.
I really like that episode when the health inspector's joking and Krabs and SpongeBob are in the
He's
back
joking.
looking at him suffer. Like holy shit. I don't really have a smooth way to get into.
no Zombieland.
Zombieland, that is a zombie movie.
One of the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a
First
hero.
one I saw as a youth.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen the films of George A. Romero yet, and I was never a Walking Dead viewer.
Oh, I saw Shaun of the Dead at my grandma's when I was a kid.
Oh, you didn't even
Gave
mention Shaun
me
of the Dead.
nightmares. Oh my god.
Really?
Shaun
Yeah.
of the Dead.
When did that come out?
Oh, 4.
04? I probably saw it when I was like
Yeah.
8 years old on my grandma's TV in the middle of the night.
Hocus
There's
Pocus,
definitely
there's a
that
I
zombie.
movie.
was freezing. I was terrified.
There's a zombie in Hocus Pocus. I don't-
It
is,
was
there,
really
cold.
Frozen.
He was frozen in fear.
is there any like other zombie comedy movies?
Shaun of the Dead.
Is that never seen it?
That is
I don't know.
very
If,
That's
I
pretty
don't know
much
if you,
Double tap.
I might talk about them
Yeah.
before, but the Dead Snow movies. I don't know if you guys know what those are.
I know
don't
what they are. I remember
Yeah.
the poster.
Shaun of the Dead's
Those are
probably
like-
it's even goofier than Zombieland.
Uh-huh.
I guess
Shaun of the
even
By far my favorite.
Cabin in the Woods has zombies in it.
Did it? I don't.
Yeah,
remember
that's like
that.
the main
Yeah.
villain that kills
Every-
them. Or
Wasn't
tries to
the
kill
main
them.
villain of Cabin in the Woods like Richard Jenkins and Bradley Whitford in like the control room? Like, aren't they
Yeah.
actually-
But like the thing they summon is zombies.
They have access to every monster, and the
Mm.
first one they choose is the zombs to terrify.
I forgot about that.
That we get a classic hand coming out of the ground, shot in
Oh yeah, Evil Dead. I guess those are
Evil Dead.
zombies, right?
I was gonna mention Evil Dead. Yeah,
All Evil Dead's great.
the Crazies.
No.
Oh, Maze Runner.
Are there zombies in Maze Runner?
Yeah,
I've only seen the
not
first
the first one, but in
Maze
There's
Runner.
zombies?
I think Maze Runner's more like
disease,
disease.
like
Yeah,
virus.
that's
yeah.
more virus
Yeah.
disease. If
I
you
don't
watch,
think they're straight up zombies.
I forget what the second one's called.
Scorched Trials.
Scorch Trials and then Death Cure. Those two are about
Never
zombies.
knew that.
Check it out.
I like the Maze Runners. They're good.
I love them.
Never seen, never read.
Great trilogy.
Zombies.
I love zombies. Yeah, they honestly are one of my favorite
Like horror villains, horror
yeah.
monster,
Horror
Yeah,
monsters,
villains,
for sure.
I guess.
Horror monster.
Like I was saying, I feel like
I
they
think they're
always make a
cooler.
good video game or movie.
Yeah, better
But,
than
like-
like vampires and werewolves.
Yeah, for sure.
And same thing with like Blackout Zombies, like you mentioned, Billy. You can do whatever you want.
There's just all legend. The sounds that they. Yeah. I can't. You
The
can't
Call
even
of Duty zombies
recreate it.
make the best noise.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like vampires were having a tough break in the last like 2 years, and then they really came back with Nosferatu and Sinners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
Oh, yeah.
they got brought back.
I feel like there was like a rough patch where it was like
Mhm.
fucking Renfield,
Hopefully we're on.
Yeah.
Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hopefully we're on track for
Demeter.
a mummy recovery because everything mummy related since Brandon Fraser's mummy.
I just saw. Aren't they? There's a Mummy reboot, right? Not with Tom Cruise.
It got finished filming.
I just saw
Yeah.
that, directed
Yeah.
by Lee Cronin of Evil Dead Rise.
Mhm.
Ooh,
nice.
Yeah, that would be
I'll
interesting.
be watching.
I'll be there.
That means
I've
mummies.
never seen the Cruise Mummy, and I'm a certified Cruise head. I feel like that's just one that got memory hold by the entire world. That wasn't that long ago though.
I guess we give everyone who's seen Zombieland, right?
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Many, many,
Probably-
many times.
maybe like just once
Yeah,
before.
I-
Really?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen
Wasn't
it.
too familiar with that. I remembered the Twinkies.
I knew you would have fun with that.
Oh yeah.
When I was like 12 is probably like one of my most watched movies, like
Very
most
short.
frequently. It's so short.
So short.
Minus credits, it's like
So
122.
Woody Harrelson's amazing in this movie.
He's having a blast.
Yeah, he goes short.
So yeah, this is directed by Ruben Fleischer. I was looking at his filmography. First movie, and it's written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who went on to write the Deadpool films, and that DNA is kind of evident once you know that.
Yeah.
A lot of Jesse Eisenberg narration. It's a little less up his own ass than Ryan Reynolds is, though. I will say, a little more humble. He's kind of become Sony's just like go-to guy when they just need like they've got a property they just got to get out without like much of a. And I don't mean this as like a backhand, but like without much of like they're like we just got to get the fucking Uncharted movie out. Ruben, please come on the set. Or like you did that. You did the first Venom. Zombieland Double Tap. Where are we all at in Double Tap? We all seen it recently.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I saw it in the
I've seen
theater.
it once.
We revisited it like last fall, maybe.
I like it.
I might put it in contention with this one, honestly. David wants the mic and Ike's.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it.
I liked it a
It
lot.
was better
was
than I remember.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Do you think it's better than this?
No.
I have too much nostalgic attachment to
That's-
the original.
I think the same thing with me. Like
If I saw-
I don't think it is like straight up.
No, I don't
it's
think
that
so
good.
I
either.
like the first one.
But I do like it a lot. I think it's a good sequel.
fucking our guy from Victorious is in that.
Mhm.
This as you can see all in the video here, this stars Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin, with a couple other appearances.
Mhm.
Fantastic casting
Yeah.
for this movie.
Really
Yeah,
good
good
cast.
casting.
Yeah, if you've got such a limited cast as this, you can do worse. You can get I don't know Steven Seagal and Mel Gibson. All of that actually be pretty sick. If Steven Seagal was in
Zombie
this.
movie.
If Steven Seagal was Columbus and he was still supposed to be like a college student narrating the whole thing, but he's like trying some accent work. Like,
Whoa.
fucking zombies,
Memorabilia.
fucking tell us he wants a Twinkie. Yeah, I mean, released October 2nd, 2009.
Wow, what a time.
These were the Obama years. I was just about to turn 7 years old, October of 2009. This came out the same day. I had a couple of these written down. I don't know. There's one movie I assume at least you have heard of. The rest I know of, but I'm also a freak. A Serious Man, the Coen Brothers movie with Michael Stuhlbarg and Richard Kind. The Invention of Lying, a movie with Ricky Gervais. I think he like can't. I don't know if it's like a liar riff or something. I don't really know. And then Whip It, which is the directorial debut of Drew Barrymore. I've always remembered that movie because back in like this was probably like the last run of Blockbuster. I remember always seeing that in there for some
Yeah, like
reason.
they're on like roller skates.
It's
or
a
something
roller
with the
derby
pads
movie.
and the
It's a
helmet on the
roller
cover.
derby movie with Elliot Page.
I know that.
She
That
directed
poster
any more
anymore.
movies? I didn't know.
Drew?
Yeah, I didn't know. She
I don't
directed.
know actually. I don't think so.
I didn't know she
Thanks.
directed.
Now
Yeah,
she's
so I
got
guess
her-
no.
she's got her show. That was a day at the theater.
The Invention of Lying is crazy.
You've seen
I've
Invention
seen
of
that
Lying?
one. I have.
Is it kind of like Liar Liar? What's the deal there? Can Ricky Gervais not lie?
He's the only one that can lie.
Oh,
and
that's
he's
interesting.
he's in a world of pure truth telling,
Mhm.
and he like develops lying.
That's
That's pretty
I-
cool.
If we say he
And
develops
Oh, yeah.
the invention
He,
of lying.
he invents lying, quite literally, and
Wow.
uses it to his advantage and gets into a lot of
Can
shenanigans.
other
from what I
people
remember.
lie?
No.
Oh, so just
It's
just
just
him.
He's like his superpower, basically.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's
probably-
pretty
Turns London into his own personal playground.
cool.
You know who else turned a big city into their own playground? Steven Seagal turned New York into his playground in Out for Justice. He's looking for Richie. So the original script of this movie, I didn't read the script, but I'm reading about this. Written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick. They initially wrote it to be like they were trying to write a TV series. They wanted like a TV pilot. In comes Ruben, and he helps shape it into more of a straightforward story with a goal for our characters, i.e., to get to Pacific Playland. You can once you know that, there's some like little remnants you could still feel, such as Zombie Kill of the Week. You could totally see that as like if this was to be a TV show, every episode would have like the Zombie Kill of the Week.
Yeah.
And now it's not, and it's just a movie. But like randomly, Sister Cynthia Knickerbocker pulls the lever and a piano.
Yeah,
comes
how'd
down.
she do that? Like,
Poor flat bastard. Probably had a lot of time on
how
her
did
hands.
she get the piano into a position where she could just do whatever she did to get that to fall on
Who's
time?
All
tracking
the boys probably helped
Who's
me.
keeping track?
Just got like a pulley system, connected, and then just
Who's
released
keeping
it.
track? Who's keeping track of the zombie kills this week? How do they know?
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
How do they know? Choose
Yeah,
myself.
who's updating Columbus?
Someone's like watching Cynthia Knickerbocker, and they're just like,
Did someone just come into her mind? She's like, "Oh yeah, what if I drop the piano on
Yeah,
the
maybe they're all
zombie?"
trying
What if
to
I'm in a
go for
pinch?
Zombie Kill of the Week.
yeah, what if I'm in a pinch?
That's a little excessive for one zombie, but I'm
I agree.
all
Yeah,
for
If
it.
was
you've
like
got like a
4.
horde of them, yeah.
Yeah, there was like 4 of them.
Maybe she set it up planning for that, and then
A horde?
the opportunity
Only
just.
had one. Maybe that's
She
why
was
she
like,
gave
"Fuck
that
it."
little smirk when she went and said, the chapel, like, oh,
She's not moving a piano by herself.
We're gonna have our zombie kill the movie. So think of of one of your favorite films in the movie.
I just thought of one right now.
We'll discuss it at the end. We remember.
Yeah, I'll think of one.
I bought one.
All right.
I probably shouldn't eat when I'm talking, but oh well.
gotta ike it up.
It's true. They're so fucking good.
They're good.
I have some other production notes on this movie, but a lot of them I want to get to when we get to a certain point in the movie. So the last thing I'll say before we get to the categories that I saw was an interesting little thing. Woody Harrelson, they let him cook on his outfit.
Awesome.
They gave
It
him
looks so
That's
cool.
awesome.
they gave him some creative control, and he picked out the hat.
That's very
The snakeskin jacket. Snakeskin.
And
The boots.
actually,
the
one more
boots.
thing. Another thing I read this and thought it was kind of funny. Shortly after this movie, I don't know if it was shortly after they finished filming or after it came out, but I read that Woody Harrelson had an altercation with someone from like TMZ at LaGuardia Airport, and then his defense was he was still in character and thought he was a zombie.
Oh my god!
That's awesome.
But it's Woody Harrelson, so he gets a pass.
Yeah, you can
Round
pass.
me up.
We're like, okay.
Oh my god, I would love to see that.
My bad, brother. I thought you were a zombie.
Sorry. I was
I just finished this 40-day shoot of a movie called Zombieland. I play Tallahassee, a hardened
Awesome.
zombie killer. Should we get in categories?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Best scene.
Okay.
We should cut to black here and put in For Whom the Bell Tolls. 'Cause I'm doing the opening credits. That'd be pretty fucking sick if we did that. Billy and I were talking about this earlier. It's just like if there's any reservation about what kind of movie you're about to watch,
yeah, the
Here's-
intro
here's-
takes
here's-
care of that.
here's like 2 minutes of carnage sets of Metallica.
Mhm.
Yeah, that intro is awesome.
It's so funny.
If we were to center a movie around one of the people from the intro, who do you think the best character to do would be? There's a couple good candidates. You got a guy running out of a strip club in a suit holding dollars. He gave me like father, like a well-to-do father that's like having an affair with a formerly human stripper that's now a zombie. That's the vibe I
I'm
got.
going with what guy in the suit.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
going.
That is
Yeah.
probably my pick.
That's
Two other ones.
I gotta agree. I thought I saw that. I was like, yep,
He's
that's
awesome.
I also like the it looks like a father and son in like a three-legged race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three-legged race.
I'll make
Bring
it
him
in
back.
that position.
Oh, what happened to him?
It's like just try to get a little bit of ground, untie yourselves, and
And then you go.
Like, did they start the race? And then the zombies are like,
Oh,
Same
man.
thing with the wedding. Like, how did everyone was gathered around, and then the bride turned into a zombie? But like, how did nobody? Everyone's still in position. We're all in position. She's a zombie. Tackle
Awesome.
this guy.
maybe with the three-legged race, it's like maybe it was very early in the outbreak, and like some of the first zombies like pulled up to the wedding, and they're like, "Move, move, move." There's a lady running in slow motion with like some pink beverage that looks like it's probably like a smoothie or something, and it's like in slow motion, like flying out.
The firefighters. Pretty cool shot.
Yeah.
ones.
I was actually, you know what? I like the first one. I like the guy falling down from the things like.
Awesome.
A lot of this movie is kind of just characters hanging out in a Hummer and talking, which
Yeah.
made scenes a little difficult. So I have 4
And it's like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
What's shorter? This or the Benchwarmers thing? I think
It's got to be bench.
No, I actually think that it might be the exact same.
I think
It must
this
be
might be like
Benchwarmers
128, Benchwarmers like 126, but minus credits, they're probably about the same.
Yeah, no.
Zombieland probably had a few more people to credit than the Benchwarmers did. They might have had like 2 more crew members. Unless like in the Benchwarmers they had like a whole thing for the fucking hot dog vendor guy, like the extra for 1 second is like so that was a long-winded way of saying I have 4 nominees and one of them's the credits. My next one is probably about like 40 minutes into the movie. I've got them at the gift shop on the side of the road, and they all come together, and as one Limp Bizkit song is called "Break Stuff," you know. I really like the quick little Eisenberg spraying cologne on Woody, and he just like turns around. He's like, I'm gonna give you 40% power. It's like I'd be whole set last for a while.
Is that the scene where they both push down the shelves at the same
That's
time?
where they're
and
wrecking
they
the whole
domino.
store.
Yeah. Just watching people destroy stuff is entertaining.
We should go to a rage room.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's what
Forgot
it made
those
me
were a
think of.
thing. I completely forgot about Rage Room.
I wonder
check it
how
out.
it would be. Like if you're not mad about something.
Well, then don't go.
Fun.
You gotta
Probably
be
a little
angry.
I wouldn't even go because I'm angry. I would just go just to smash
Just to
stuff.
break shit.
Like I'm
You
not
know what it
angry,
probably
I'm not-
is? You probably don't go there angry, and then you get in the swing of breaking stuff, and
Then you get
get fired up.
Let's do it.
No,
It didn't break the way
I'd be down.
it doesn't,
My dad's
Fuck
done
the
it.
world.
it doesn't break the way you want, so
What-
you just gotta
what
keep
weapon do you
hitting it
get?
harder and
Do you
harder.
like baseball bats? Golf bats?
No, I think you literally there's a variety.
I want like
Yeah,
a
very
rage.
sweet.
I want
Yeah.
it.
How does that become your line of work? Like, yeah, I'm opening up a
You
Rage
probably can't have
Room.
anything like sharp like that. Though. You can't have
It could be a dull ass.
I
I
used
think
to
they
make it
I
do
think
money.
they have like swords.
You probably have to sign a
Yeah,
waiver
sick.
that says
Swords?
like, any injuries are your fault.
Like-
I would guess.
Like, wait, like
like medieval sword.
too cool.
They're doing Revenge of the Sith just for the audio listeners. Is it Palpatine or Duke?
This is Duke.
The
Palpatine.
The
Who with
Palpatine.
the
The calling card was when he handles his saber with elegance.
oh yeah.
Palpatine.
Oh,
What?
just no.
Oh,
That's
okay.
off.
All right.
If you could see one
Off.
fictional character in it, or actually no, scratch that. If you could see like one real person, you're like, I want to watch their Rage Room footage.
Tom Cruise.
Ooh, that would be so interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe like Vince Vaughn.
That'd be hilarious.
Now.
You would just
Yeah,
be
yeah.
watching
You just like hit something
Anybody
super
could
lightly and be like,
yeah.
I've had enough of this. Come on.
This is stupid.
You know what
I can't even break it. Look at this. I can't even break it.
I would
Not break
want
it. No,
Vince
no.
Vaughn's commentary over somebody in a
Yeah,
like bring him in as the
Play-by-play commentator.
of Tom Cruise.
Oh, and here goes Tom. Holy shit. He is swinging. I feel like Tom Cruise would give us like a nice wide power stance.
Oh yeah.
Stand above something and just hammer a bat like a good 30 times.
He would train with a smash
A rage-
specialist
A Rage Room specialist.
for like
Oh, yeah.
9.5 months before he goes to see how to smash things, how to get
Before he goes in,
How
a secret, I'm always angry.
I think Tom Cruise knows how to get in. COVID
angry.
video.
Yeah, bring that thing. It's not working.
Look at this.
my
Not even breaking.
my next scene is probably the most iconic scene in the movie. It's the Bill Murray mansion.
Yes.
Just like what a kooky idea, you know. That reminds me. I had some stuff I wanted to talk
That
about. with this
sucks,
scene.
you know, for Bill Murray in the movie.
Tough
Tough
break,
go.
but
Not break.
Understandable. That.
poorly timed joke. Like
Why would you do that?
What are you expecting here? And why didn't Tallahassee, which are like, oh wait, this guy has got a shotgun on him and he's been shooting zombies left and
A
right.
double
And
stick.
this guy's dressed up as a zombie. He was going to go scare them, still dressed as a
Entering
zombie.
the theater where they're watching Ghostbusters, going
In a dark room, dressed as a zombie.
That's one of the most unfortunate deaths in a movie.
It is.
Like it's
But
so
as he says-
preventable.
He was never a very good practical joker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
So this was initially. I'm gonna do the thing where I have you guys all guess.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint so you can guess. This was supposed to be initially planned for another '80s celebrity.
Ed Harris.
I guess you can say '90s too. You're guessing Ed Harris,
No, I'm not guessing Ed Harris.
like late '80s, early '90s.
Just gonna put Eddie
The
Murphy.
guy from Pink Panther. Whatever his name.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, I
Um,
guess.
I'll say Chevy Chase.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one. I can see Chevy Chase in this role if he was. I don't know if people like him though.
I don't know. I'm just gonna look Stallone.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna. I'm leaning more toward. I'll say Eddie Murphy.
Patrick Swayze.
Ooh.
And there was supposed
Oh
to
my
be
God.
an homage to the famous pottery scene in Ghost.
Mm.
I don't know if Tallahassee would have been like Patrick fucking Swayze, and he would have like. I could picture them like if it's Patrick Swayze and Woody Harrelson
Mhm.
in the scene from Ghost. He was not doing well at the time. He was sick with pancreatic cancer, I believe. Died shortly before the film's release. Unfortunate.
I think
Uh,
Bill Murray's like a perfect get for this movie.
Mhm.
Well,
But
he-
who doesn't like Bill Murray?
It's so random,
Like-
but it like fits.
Who
Yeah.
here are some other
It is
actors
random.
that were considered before landing on Bill Murray. Sylvester Stallone,
Okay.
Joe Pesci, Mark Hamill, The Rock, Kevin Bacon, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey.
I would have liked to have seen that one.
McConaughey would have been good, but I think Stallone would have been my pick.
Yeah.
Stallone would be
It's like,
yeah,
holy
he would've
shit.
been awesome.
fantastic.
I know I've mentioned him like 3 other times in this spot, but Seagal would have been really funny. If you can't tell, last month I've been on a Steven Seagal
Like,
kick.
Bill
What a
Murray-
goofy man.
I think he's like the perfect
Yeah, he's
role
great.
because he's
He's
believable,
nothing too big.
believable enough where someone would
I mean, he is
want
big,
to
but-
travel to his house.
And he's not
Yeah.
like The Rock.
I could
Different
see The
era.
Rock.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so I guess getting Bill was Woody called in a favor because they had done the film Kingpin together. Should we stop real quick?
No, we're good.
Everyone seems to be glancing upstairs.
We're talking about Bane or something.
I heard that too. I was trying to. All right, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. We're gonna edit that stuff out.
All right.
3, 2. Yeah. So, here's Woody Harrelson's character Tallahassee is revealed to be a huge fan of Bill Murray, and he tells him, "I've seen every one of your movies 100 times." Woody Harrelson, the actor, played opposite Bill Murray in the 1996 Farrelly Brothers movie Kingpin. So in the Zombieland universe, does Woody Harrelson exist?
Ooh,
Question.
Wow.
Or has Kingpin been wiped? And he's just seen Ghostbusters.
Well, he-
stripes?
I think that in
He just looks like
the
Woody
Zombieland
Harrelson.
world, I don't think they care one
He
bit.
just looks like Woody Harrelson.
Also, according to Harrelson, most of this scene was improvised,
Nice.
which it's got kind of the feel.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that before. Yeah.
When after Bill Murray's been shot and he's delivering his final breaths and he just keeps going, that feels very
Yeah.
very improvised. His only regret was Garfield. How'd you feel about that?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
And he
He
didn't.
says maybe.
He didn't say "Tell Two Kitties." He's very proud of that one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, who
He
doesn't
loves
love
Garfield.
Pale 2 Kitties?
Yeah.
He loves Garfield. He just has to keep up with the bit that he doesn't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
That's why he said maybe.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah, he's like,
Reveals too
he's
much.
like, well, they think I'm cool if I say Garfield, but he knows deep in his
Yeah.
heart of hearts.
Because Garfield's
Garfield's his biggest role.
Garfield's sick.
And
And then my
He could
last
survive a zombie apocalypse.
Garfield.
one is just the finale of Pacific Playland. Which
That's a good
okay,
Yeah.
I've wanted to talk about this for a while, ever since I knew we were doing this movie, because this has bothered me for years and years. So the girls get to Pacific Playland, their dream destination.
I know where you're going.
a
with this.
a safe haven from zombies.
free of the undead.
They get there. They're in like the circuit breaker room. Everything goes on. The rides, the lights, everything. How all these rides are just going. There's no teenagers operating everything. how are they getting on and off every ride?
They just
This is
they didn't think about it.
This
They were
is
just like,
this is bothering
no one's
me.
gonna ask these questions.
I don't want to say my
They're gonna
whole
be
life.
laughing at the
This
zombies.
movie hasn't been out my whole life, but for a long time. Like, so they're on like the pirate ship that's going back and forth, and they see like all the zombies come. Then like they're out, and then they get on the like drop tower ride, and they shoot the control box, which I guess that's handled because Columbus gets it and everything. But like when the boys get there, and Woody's just going ape shit, and he's on the roller coaster. The cart like just comes up. He doesn't strap in
It
or anything.
stops for him.
Yeah, and he was like in the middle of the track.
Not at the beginning of it. Midway up the coaster, it stops, allows him to enter, and then it keeps going.
It is
ridiculous.
It
That's
doesn't
what
look
it
like
is.
super hardcore coaster or anything, but still like I feel like he might be defying gravity a little bit. He just sits in there and then it goes, and then he's going
Maybe
down
like
like
hit a quick
"Whoa!"
like buckle.
Yeah, he
and
didn't
then
have
like
a teenager buckle and go all clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I just wanted to get that off my.
I can see you being the all clear guy.
The all clear
Oh, yeah.
guy. I'd be the thumbs up guy at the very end.
Yeah.
All clear.
So yeah,
Welcome back, riders. How was that ride?
Yeah. I can see it.
would you?
You know what bothered me more?
What?
The entire movie, they're talking about Pacific Playland being like a safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
Second they get there, they turn on all the lights, and it just attracts everything. Every zombie.
What did they
Yeah.
think was gonna happen?
They're stupid.
They're-
They
it's pretty
weren't
dumb.
thinking.
All of that just to turn on all the lights and
Well,
call attention to
draw-
yourselves.
you gotta use some
Neanderthals.
power if
zombies
you
in
want to
the
go on the
area.
ride.
Like Neanderthals. Like I thought, like maybe like first time around watching this, I was like, oh, they're just gonna like camp out here or something. Like, but
No, they want to ride.
Yeah.
They want to ride the rides and play the games and win some cotton candy and a big old teddy bear.
oh, stupid.
Other amusement park fun activities such as like the
The water slides.
See, if they just got themselves some cotton candy Mike and Ike's, they
Mm.
wouldn't have needed to go there for cotton candy at all.
Hey, look at the back of it. There's a Ferris wheel on there.
There is.
That's all you need.
And a carnival tent
And maybe if they had a Frankie's
and a
root beer.
carousel.
Oh yeah.
It's a world of fun.
and then also Tallahassee almost finally gets his Twinkie and then he gets shot. It's really sad. But he gets one. He looks like he's about to cry. He's so happy.
Yep.
So for the last several, like at least the last decade, anytime I hear about false advertising, I think about this movie because of the way he screams false advertising. And I hear you say
I
it
say
so
all the
much.
time. False advertising. Throws the box at the Twinkie sticker on the wall.
Right, there's like deep
Fried Twinkies.
I've never had a deep fried Twinkie.
Oh,
Has anyone
good.
here?
I haven't.
Oh, yes.
Are they good?
Oh, yeah. They're good.
I've had deep fried Oreos.
We should
Plenty
make
of them.
There's a, I forget where I was, but there's a carnival that had deep fried Twinkies, deep fried Oreos, deep fried pickles. They're specialties.
I've always
Putting
seen them
everything in
advertised.
They're good.
I've always seen them
What?
advertised.
Bring them in
Falsely.
Twinkies or pickles?
Pickles?
Have you ever had deep fried pickles?
I've had fried
They're
pickles,
pretty
yeah,
good.
but like I've always seen deep fried
What?
pickles advertised,
What?
but I've never.
Pickles?
Oh,
David, you like a fried pickle?
Oh, did
Oh, fried pickle.
is that the Churro King?
He's the fried pickle king.
fried cotton candy?
That, I don't think that's like physically
no,
possible.
there's no way. There's no way that's possible.
Maybe if you include
There's
this.
Physically,
No
it's impossible.
Yeah, there's no way.
I think
There's no way.
maybe we could try.
Deep
No,
fried
physically.
fried dough.
You cannot.
Deep fried
I've had deep fried French toast.
fried
So
dough.
good.
Yeah, you have fried dough created, and then you deep fry it.
Kind of like, do you guys remember the episode of Regular Show,
Double
with
fried
the
fried
ultimatum?
dough.
And it was the burger inside the burger with two burgers as buns.
That's insane.
That's stupid.
And then fried again.
It's a pretty, despite its title, a pretty ridiculous show.
Yeah.
I had deep fried cookie dough.
Oh,
That's very good.
deep fried ice cream is good. Made
Oh yeah, made the
yeah.
great a good way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have I missed anything for best scene? Anyone?
There is
No.
one
Anyone has? Was
when
there? I guess I could have included the Amber Heard 406 scene as well.
that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, when he's like, all I wanted to do was brush her.
Brush the girl's hair. So if you're this, if you're this like
The Code Red.
so yeah, if
staying home all weekend.
Third
By
Friday
yourself.
night straight or something.
World of
World of Warcraft.
What a
Jesse
loser.
Eisenberg's hilarious.
Mountain
Spilled
Dew.
Code Red all over. it.
Dignity.
His
Gone.
one-liners are so funny.
So here,
I feel the dude from Kick-Ass, kind of.
ATJ,
Yeah,
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
yeah, he does.
Just recently seen in 28 Years Later.
Yeah.
Spike, you
Go.
fucking son. So I want you guys' opinion on if this is an absolute power move by an absolute gentleman, or if this is, you know, he should be laughed out of existence. So Jesse Eisenberg is this turbo neurotic, dorky virgin who's just grinding tape, except he's not like grinded tape. He's kind of just playing Warcraft, but you know, he's got the solitary life and he's got all this stuff and he's pounding code red like it's water. And then, you know, he has a big crush on his neighbor 408, who's played by Amber Heard, and she comes pounding on his door seeking shelter. And he pours her a mug of Code Red Mountain Dew and a baggie full of Golden Grams. Good gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah, making
I
the
think
best
so
of what he's
too.
got.
Yeah. You know, a gentleman.
He's got a nice apartment too, or wherever he's
He
living.
could
It
have.
is pretty
He
solid.
probably could have just given her
Apartment.
some water,
'Cause he's
but
going by the room numbers.
Maybe she needed the red 40.
yeah, you're right.
But the biggest "you deserve it" moment is when he tries to drink the Code Red from
Yeah,
the cup
like-
without his hands, and he spills it all over himself. He deserved it.
His
Every
hand-
drop of that.
His hands were not available in the moment.
Just don't take a sip.
Or just take one hand
You
off.
need it.
Who do you think in 2009 crushed more World of Warcraft? The fictional character of Columbus, played by Jesse Eisenberg, or Stephen Quire, aka Greatest Freak Out Ever Kid,
Little waffle cone.
who shoved a remote up his butt?
Columbus had 3 pizza boxes stacked on top
And
of
he was
each
on his
other.
third week straight.
And Steven's mom did take away his account, which probably really seriously affected
Yeah,
his time.
he's living alone in this apartment in Texas. He has no one restricting his ability to play World of
Gotta
Warcraft.
go Columbus.
I'm going
Me
Columbus.
too.
I'm sure Steven was watching this movie just pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed. He's so jealous.
Freaking bull crap. Any other scenes?
No.
I'm gonna.
I just like a lot of them hanging out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a little hard to.
No, yeah.
No,
no,
narrow
can't
it down.
break
Yeah.
I'm going Bill Murray.
I'm gonna go with just the ending,
That's
I'm
a good
going
one.
with the ending as well.
just the entire
I like
carnival.
I also like the intro after the Metallica intro, like of
The scene of the gas and gulp.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the the other scene with like the little girls at the birthday party and the
Like before the credits.
yeah, before the credits, yeah.
Yeah, like the first couple
The
minutes.
first couple minutes.
That's a good one.
But I'd probably have to go with like the total final scene at the carnival or
Mhm.
the amusement park.
I am going to go with the opening. Like
The opening credits,
pro-
or like the first
couple minutes and then the Metallica credits.
Yeah.
Just because it goes so hard.
I like when a movie's intro like sets up the movie
Me
for
too.
it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, this is happening.
That's what we're
this
going
is,
into.
This is what we're doing.
Best did I think I have one, but I don't have a best quote written down. But as of right now, I'm gonna go with Tallahassee upon finding a Hummer with a duffel bag full of guns, going, "Thank God for rednecks."
Yeah.
Made me giggle.
I guess you can put this in moments. But I'm going with Tallahassee when they get to Bill Murray's house and there's no Twinkies.
Shit,
Fuck.
fuck.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Shit, fuck.
I have a lot of favorite
Man was on a
quotes.
quest.
He wants one.
It's all he wants.
I have about 8.
Okay.
Ooh.
I had
Name off some of your favorites.
I had business is good
Mhm.
when it's
Mhm.
Woody Harrelson.
He was in the ass kicking.
Got the 2 chainsaws. Snowballs. Snowballs. Where's the fucking Twinkies?
I've never. Have any of you guys had a snowball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once
Never had one.
before I used to not like coconut. I had one when I didn't like
Oh, yeah,
coconut. I didn't like
They're
it.
pretty good.
Well, I like
it.
coconut now.
You can have coconut.
Would
Yeah,
like to
it's
try.
just-
I would
hate
like to
it.
try one.
It's gross.
Snowball's
It's
good.
consistency.
I hate
Not the
snowballs.
taste.
Not the
Not the
taste.
taste.
Just, you got a party mouth.
Take a look. It's a goddamn hostess truck.
I mean, do what you want with a man, but do not fuck with his Cadillac, which leads to I want my caddy back.
Stupid little bitches. And then he ignored the rules, and then he ignored Limber Up. And he's like, I think I pulled some.
Yeah. He's like, I may not shoot you, but you still totally pissed me off, and I'm not gonna play with you at the Pacific Play Lane.
I don't know how I didn't clock that one. That made me laugh too.
You sound like Eddie Murphy from Norbit.
as Norbit, Mr. Wong, or Rasputia.
Just straight up Norbit.
Yeah,
Just pure Norbit.
yeah.
I feel like we mentioned Norbit at least one time.
Every pod.
Leading to, will the 100th episode be Norbit?
It has to be.
That's-
It has to
Boogie
be.
Nights.
It's- 99 should be Boogie Nights. 100, we gotta go Norbit.
Boogie Norbit?
I also had shit talk, false advertising. Then I haven't cried like that since Titanic.
Mm.
That's all I got.
Yeah, but do you have a winner?
Winner, I probably
I think for how much we quoted, it might have to be false advertising.
false advertising for me first. But yeah, I think I gotta go with false advertising.
Billy?
I had that one in there. I had a bunch of other ones too. I had Ned Schneebly going, "Can a guy take a dumper in peace?"
Do you guys know who that is?
I've seen him before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike White, who I've known my whole life as Ned Schneebly from School of Rock,
It's
but
Ned.
now is an Emmy-winning showrunner of The White Lotus.
Mhm.
He's the writer, director, producer of the hit HBO series, which is
Oh.
quite good. You may have heard.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of fun to see now. It's like this guy's running one of the most acclaimed shows on TV.
Good for
Dumper
Mike.
in Peace.
I had we can't just fucking drive down the road playing I Spy or some shit for 2 hours like 4 normal ass Americans. Fuck me. That was a good one. I had God damn it, Bill fucking Murray from Tallahassee when they meet each other. But then my favorite one, just because I thought this goes so hard, is Tallahassee at the end going, "My mama always told me someday I'd be good at something. Who would have thought that something would be zombie killing?"
Pat?
I just got one. I don't even have the whole quote. It was too fast in the movie. Woody Harrelson's like, "You ever see a lion limber up
Before
it
takes down a gazelle.
Yeah.
But
You don't."
It's true. They just have that instinct.
I want my caddy back.
Sixth Man, again, pretty limited cast. And I'm going a little Bill Murray heavy, but I feel like it's easily, for me, it's Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Bill Murray, but the
What-
guy we also just mentioned,
Mike White.
White.
As the gas station
I
attendant.
have him written down in my 6-man category. It's gas station perv.
Yeah.
So you're going with him?
No, I'm going Bill Murray.
Are
Just
we-
a candidate.
Are we all
I'm
going
on
Bill?
Bill,
I think so.
Yeah, again, there's not many people in this
Yeah,
movie.
not a good
I guess you can also go, like, if you're going to include a zombie, like
zombie number
the,
28.
the clown.
The clown, or
Big
the dude,
Hoss.
the dude with the top hat when they're grabbing the map.
the Charlie Chaplin guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're getting the maps of the stars. But yeah, I feel like Bill Murray's probably one of the, like,
Yeah.
5 greatest cameos in,
Yeah.
I won't say movie history, but he's up there.
Yeah.
Matt Damon and Euro Trip. What else even is there? I don't know.
Margot Robbie in Big Short.
Yeah, her, Anthony Bourdain, and Selena Gomez. Yeah, I feel, Bill. Maybe now that I'm saying it, Bill Murray might have to be on Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore.
Yeah.
It's one of the first things you think about with this movie. He's in it for like 3 minutes. Did anyone have a best shot?
I
Oh.
didn't
Mhm.
even
What are you going with?
think of it.
I went with the Tallahassee like pistol dual wielding at the end when he
Oh, yeah.
when he lines up all his magazines and he's just blasting zombies and he slams them down and keeps
Oh.
shooting.
I got a best shot. That goes into best moment. Woody Harrelson hanging from the ride.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's,
guys are all going with that?
I have a good
Yeah.
shot.
that's my best moment. I was gonna say it's pretty much, I guess, a shot too. But yeah,
Obviously the dual wheel chainsaw, and then I had when he like took the hand off the wheel and like flipped him off, just the shot of him like holding the hand with the popping.
Yeah, and
Middle
then you
finger.
hear him say just like, "Oh, middle finger."
Yeah.
Best moment, I have Bill Murray getting shot. It's just a pretty funny
Mm.
turn.
I like when Woody's hanging on the swings, and then I like at the end when he's also in like the booth alone, and he does his reload.
Yeah.
The 2 down.
I have 2. I have when he drives by the zombie and hits it with the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had when
And he laughed.
Yeah, and he
I got his laugh right after that.
I don't know if anybody notices, but when Ghostbusters is playing, he's like doing like this little like dance.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Help me with the boots."
Yeah, help me with the boots. But I think it was after the boots when Bill Murray walks in and he's like, and he gets hit in the head with the golf ball.
Yeah.
The little dance he's doing is hilarious.
Billy, best moment.
I went with when he eats the Twinkie. 'Cause
Nice.
he's
This
solid.
movie long arm.
He's solid.
Weight
Like
off your
one
shoulders.
bites it, and there's
His eyes are so big.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like so much weight off your shoulders.
The,
finally
the,
got
the
it.
smell that he took a little whiff before throwing it in, making sure it's real Twinkie product,
Yeah, not shot to
real
shot to
Hostess. Yeah, no buckshot in that Hostess.
Pat, what was your moment?
My my number one, I'm going with him hanging from the ride, shooting zombies while moving. I also got rule number 4, seatbelt, and the girl's flown from her car through the windshield. And this is a close second. Just Woody Harrelson's introduction. Yeah. It's so awesome.
Yeah,
it's got the Dale Earnhardt 3 on the Cadillac.
And then I got him hitting the zombie with the door and laughing right after. And I also got Woody laughing when someone says number 2. He's laughing at number 2, like of course. And then I would maybe if a new category, just like bra moment. I got the when the girls, they were scamming them.
For the second time too.
Yeah, but specifically the first time I was just like, bro.
They do get scammed twice.
And I guess in this, I would put Bill Murray getting shot. If he gets shot, I went, bro. Come on. Bro.
Or do you know when he's riding the motorcycle out of the garage and he just falls over?
Yeah.
Bro moment.
Should they start making dedicated bro moments in movies where like something happens and they put in the sound?
Yeah.
Like I'm picturing watching this in the theaters and Jesse Eisenberg falls off the motorcycle.
Bruh.
Maybe like a couple dings and like the vine.
Bruh.
Emojis popping up on the screen like the 100 deflating the skull. Ed Harris. I want Super Bill Murray heavy on this, but if they went to Ed Harris's house and Ed Harris, that would include him getting shot, unfortunately. But Ed fucking Harris, and there's like a big EH on the gate.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Did anyone else have anything?
Yeah, that's the only thing I could see him as in this movie.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, you can always make a role for him. It's just like.
I like Bill Murray in it. I had that one, but I just went with Sister Cynthia Knickerbocker.
Ooh.
I feel like I could see Ed Harris doing a zombie kill of the week.
But what would his kill be? It wouldn't be a piano.
It would be something classy.
It'd be
something classy.
Something respectable.
Yeah, respectable.
He'd like have a zombie like tied to a chair.
With like a blunderbuss.
And like
there has to be a blunderbuss.
Like a nice restaurant. And then
would he be like Reservoir Dogs torturing it?
I
cutting
think
his
so.
hair off?
Probably.
Pat, did you have Ed Harris?
I would put him as Bill Murray.
Maybe he could have been. What if he was 408 and the neighbor that Jesse Eisenberg lets in is not a young Amber Heard, but it's Ed Harris. That could have been something. He's like, "Let me in, kid."
But the only thing with Ed Harris as Bill Murray is I wouldn't want to see him get shot.
That's true.
Yeah, they should have went to his house instead, though.
But and have him live.
Yeah,
maybe join the crew.
And then
Woody and Ed
too.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see Ed Harris as the Woody Harrelson character though.
No.
Well, yeah.
The Don't Do It Blart Award. Excuse me. It's been a while. The Don't Do It Blart Safety Never Takes a Holiday Award for Excellence in On-Screen Bravery. I have, if anyone has anything, I have when the guys get to Pacific Playland and Tallahassee starts blowing off the air horn. It's like, don't do it, Florida.
Yep, that's what mine was.
Yep, I got that too.
Going with that.
I had him turning on the Pacific Playland stuff because when
is that an act of bravery or stupidity?
Pure stupidity. You're in a zombie apocalypse and you're in a zombie-free area, and you say, "Hey, let's make all the nearby zombies become attracted to my exact location."
Bright lights, loud sound.
As soon as she grabbed that circuit breaker, I just wanted to go, "Don't do it, Blonde!" And I hate it. Not very safe.
Don't do it.
Not very safe.
Safety took a holiday that day.
Yeah, safety. Emma Stone was putting safety on the back burner.
Yeah.
In a zombie apocalypse, you gotta have a.
That's what Stone.
Don't do it, Stone. Wichita. Don't do it.
I don't think we should ever stop until the day we get Bobby Cannavale down here to scream, "Don't do it, Blart," into the microphone. And then I feel like I'll retire.
We're done.
Yeah.
I'll never retire.
Until that day,
we'll be screaming at
I'll be going.
Any other, Pat? I know you usually have some.
Yeah. Tom Cruise mentioned.
Yeah, he was.
He was name dropped in this movie. So I got a plus and kind of a big minus, just a personal big minus.
What's your plus?
The plus, just Woody Harrelson in this movie.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
The minus is definitely going to be something like, I don't know.
What's the hostess truck doing on the side of the
like
road?
Hostess, don't like Hostess.
So I do have a question about the hostess truck.
Okay.
Why are the snowballs just all loose like that?
It veered off the road, so
That's
maybe
the
it got thrown
apocalypse.
around
You mean like
Like there's no packaging
Yeah, no box.
besides the plastic. Like where's the snowball box?
maybe they're for
That was a question I had.
sometimes you can go into like 7-Eleven and they have like little 2-packs of like Twinkies.
But they're in a hostess box.
There could be recalls.
No,
Or all the
Oh, I
boxes
guess
were
Like they
packed.
come in a box.
All the boxes were
They would be
packed
in a
the
shipping
back
box.
of the box truck, like all the way in the back, and then when they veered off the road, they kind of flew all over
So
the
you
place.
think
and they
there's
came-
boxes just
Buried.
we can't see them.
Yeah, buried under snowball.
what's your big minus?
They just for me, a little unbelievable. I don't think it did a great job at showing the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
like-
I agree. I was
like,
thinking that too.
There would be a lot more people around, and like they went to the grocery store, and like the grocery store was like in good condition. That was
It has
I-
only been 2 months.
but still 2 months. I feel like where's all the people? They wouldn't have all died in 2
Dead.
months or become zombies
Zombies.
that fast.
Yes, maybe.
You are forgetting one of your questions. You want to know what our weapon of choice would be.
Oh yeah, I still got that. Yeah.
Oh.
I guess I could have specified more. Like one real weapon that you would actually choose, and then like a fun weapon. My real weapon, I'm going to either like a metal baseball bat or like a katana. But I would choose metal baseball bat first of all because you can break stuff too.
Yeah.
You can't really like break down a door with a katana.
Right.
I think that's the most practical weapon. I think.
My answer, I only thought of one answer. My answer kind of was, I guess you would call like a fun answer, and I don't know how practical it would be. But the first one that came to mind was flamethrower.
Ooh,
Yeah, flamethrower. Like,
that's-
that would be a great ball.
That's fun.
What if I want to use that for real though?
You could, but like
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna be
could.
running around with a big tank on my back, but like it'd be
Flaming
badass.
But-
boards.
But you don't use it for like a couple of days, then you run out of fuel.
Mine would be sort of makeshift, but it would be like sort of something that covers my entire arm, and then I have like a handle, and it's just like a big blade on the end.
Mm.
Just like so I can like,
Ooh.
you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not holding anything. I'm just like it's straight up, just like
See, this
Yeah.
one's like a fun one, but it's still like practical, just like a Mac 11.
Oh, yeah.
Just a Mac 11, like, because it really seems like automatic weapons really seem to do well against these zombies. So just a Mac 11.
Yeah, I feel like for realistic purposes, you go with something like that where you can get it enough distance. You don't have to be like up close and personal.
right.
Tactical. And then
The only
like
thing about a gun is worrying about ammo.
That's true.
then like a fun one would just be like, give me a tank.
Number one,
Ray gun.
all time lightsaber.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
perfect
Easy.
weapon.
I don't
You
think
can
I'd lose.
obviously.
You could
you
not
could
lose.
retract the blade to keep it in your pocket
You could not lose.
and just kill every zombie, get into any
It would
door.
be so effortless.
when
Yeah.
you like activate duelist, like just immediately you don't lose.
Yeah, I think the lightsaber would be sweet.
Yeah.
If you could, that would be the easiest.
You could take out like 500 at the same time.
I mean, I remember when I had a lightsaber. The zombie
You
popped.
can throw them too,
Yeah.
and they come back.
You'd
It'd be
easily.
so awesome.
Do you have the force?
The
we don't get into it.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah,
My realistic one, I'd probably just do like a 2-sided axe, just so I can just hack and slash some zombie limbs off. I just want to like swing one way, swing the other way, just keep going.
like you can like do like an upswing, like
Oh yeah,
Upswing it.
upswing.
I'm up swinging. I also had my own plus minuses. The only minus was the no ride operator things, like you said. I didn't understand it.
Maybe like
So-
you quickly press a button, ran over.
The
strapped in,
only
and went.
thing
Possible.
I could think of is maybe they just press a button and then the ride just automatically stops itself. That's the only thing I could think
But
of.
if they're already on
On the ride, how would you get
are
off?
they getting the button?
No, I mean like it automatically stops. Like you press the button
Oh,
and
I
it runs
see.
the ride for like 2 minutes and then stops.
And they weren't
That's the
thinking
only thing I
like, they
could
shut
think
the
of.
power box. They didn't think like, okay, we're probably going to be temporary, like permanently stuck up here.
And that's the only
How
thing
are we going to get up? We can't get out of
maybe-
this. Like, there's no way out of this. We
Dropper.
have to bank on someone saving us.
Dropper, one of the worst rides you could go on.
Agreed.
You just go up.
I
You
hate
just
'em.
go up.
I hate them.
Like, why would you run to that ride after you're getting chased by zombies?
Yeah, go to like a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot
Think
the
about it.
power box in. At least you can. Well, that would be hard to climb down. I don't know.
And then my plus, soundtrack. Movie had a
Oh,
great
yeah,
soundtrack.
yeah.
Metallica, Eddie,
What'd you guys watch on?
Blue Oyster Cult.
Blue Oyster Cult.
I have the
Black
Blu-ray.
Keys.
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray right there.
That Blu-ray.
That same exact Blu-ray.
I do not have the Blu-ray. I had to pirate this one on Flixbaba.
Me too. Let's go.
I
Baba.
have one genuine question.
Oh, wait, no.
I've always had.
I lied. I started on Flixbaba, finished on Prime. I ended up.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I can't handle this.
It was,
It was terrible.
It was
I'm-
really terrible.
I'm
Well,
lucky that I've like seen it before, because if it was a first run through, I don't know. what
It was
it's called.
awful on Flixbaba.
I
The audio
compare-
sucked.
The audio sucked.
The quality was terrible.
Did you switch player? Did you try doing that?
No, I just rented it.
So I watched X-Men on there. Player 1, terrible. Player 2, HD, perfect condition.
Really?
Yeah. You might have to switch the player. There's like 3 players per movie.
Yeah, I did notice that. I never tried that.
Oh, you gotta try it.
wow.
Yeah.
Try it.
Wow.
Okay.
Flixbaba
Flixbaba
tips.
users.
You gotta try it.
Wait, Pat, what was your genuine question?
Genuine question. Where do zombies get all this energy from?
And there's dead.
In zombie
The
movies.
lust
But
of
like,
brains.
why do they?
I don't think it doesn't matter because they're just dead. So
Hungry.
they don't have.
They're
like,
hungry.
They don't have the. It leaves them. I think.
That's what it is. It's they want to eat. They're hungry.
But they said like they have
Pure
unlimited stamina.
Yeah, I think that's just what they say.
They have limited stamina. They can get killed.
But like
I don't think
they'll
they
never
get
stop
tired.
running. They don't get tired. You never see a
That's
zombie
true.
catch its breath.
Because it's
No,
like, well,
in
it's
general,
You see them get
in
knocked
all
down.
zombies.
though.
There's a Walking Dead game and like on a loading screen where it says like when you're loading it, one of the things that it says is like you have to stop to catch your breath, but zombies never have to.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah. That's why,
Why
you
do
gotta
they
get
just
some
have
good cardio.
unlimited?
cardio.
Yeah. Why they have
That's why it's rule number
unlimited
one.
energy?
yeah, rule number one.
I just think
I would like to know why
they're
zombies
just
don't need
they're
to
gonna
catch
do
their
any-
breath.
They're gonna do anything to eat.
I think it just comes to like they're not. It just once they're zombie, they die and just everything like that leaves them, so they're unlimited.
It's like the same thing as asking like why can't I shoot them in the body and they don't die? Why do I have to shoot them in the head? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because it's like the only thing that's like functioning is up here and maybe their stomach.
And their heart.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't think so. It's probably. I don't know. I don't know.
There's
It
no
depends
on-
there's
I'm
no
sure it's
anatomy.
zombie.
That all depends on what you're watching, because sometimes it's the head, but sometimes you do it.
Yeah,
You
there's
never
different
see a
lore.
zombie catching its breath.
Any
Right.
other final
No,
thoughts,
I love Zombieland.
concerns?
Great
Zombieland.
Pat, did you have anything else?
Yeah, good
You're a
movie.
man of notes.
But it does take its priority as a comedy over a zombie
Oh,
movie.
Oh, like,
Absolutely.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay, we will be back next week with Ready or Not.
Yes.
Film that came
Garbage
out.
bags.
Ah,
That's a good one.
lunch bag. Like we already said
A
that.
lunchbox. We didn't say lunchbox.
We didn't say lunch
Or like a brown paper bag. For
Lunch pail.
Lunch.
Lunch pail.
Lunch pail.
All right.
All right,
Alright.
yeah, we'll be back next week
Ready or
with, with Ready or Not. We will see you
Bye-bye.
next week.
See ya.
Bye.